And to understand the concept more, let's share some examples of unilateral agreements. Here in the US, whatever community members receive from FEMA, okay, like aftermath whenever there is a hurricane or whatever natural disaster might be, some people might be eligible for payments for a certain period of time by FEMA. You do not have to subscribe with FEMA or to pay monthly payment or periodical payment to be eligible to receive your check from FEMA or whatever the financial support might be. Same when it comes to the welfare system in the US. Same when it comes to food stamp. You do not have to subscribe with the government to be eligible to take food stamps in certain cases whenever your income goes beyond the threshold or the poverty line, they call it here in the US. Students financial aid, for example, you don't have to subscribe with your university or with the state or with the federal government to be eligible as a college student to receive any kind of financial aid, scholarships and grants and on and on. In the Islamic system, as you see here, zakah is a unilateral agreement. You initiate the decision of paying your zakah to certain individuals, right? There is no bilateral nature here, okay? The government is not paying you in order for you to pay your zakah. This is actually one-sided commitment. You decide to pay your zakah. This does not mean that you are free not to pay your zakah. No, I'm saying that it is a one-sided commitment. The charity that you do whenever you go to a masjid or see someone in need, and you decide to pay some money to that individual or to your local masjid, that's a bilateral. That is a unilateral agreement that you initiate. Sponsorship, for example, when you want to support someone, for those who divorce their wives, paying alimony, for example, is a unilateral agreement. Okay, the wife does not have to pay a subscription, to her husband during their marital life in order for her to be eligible, to alimony upon divorce. This is not the case. Okay, the expiations or the kafarat and the nudur, whatever you pay to expiate, a sin that you have committed, ransom money, for example, all these examples are unilateral agreements, one-sided commitment. I wish that the difference between unilateral and bilateral agreement is now clear, and that you still think that any kind of insurance, whatever the sponsor might be, is it like a commercial one, a mutual one, government-based one, all these different kinds of insurance are bilateral agreements.